This girl my job is a mess.
Who's that?
Her. She just.
No. Bye.
I said what?
And she was serious.
It was dead serious. It was dead serious. But then I knew she was serious when I started seeing the stuff that she posts on Instagram.
Oh,
I said, oh yeah, she's a big whore. Big whore.
What is that? I'm like, what is that camera thing? Okay. What's going? Oh, the light's not on. I'm wondering why it don't look bright enough. Hold up.
It is hot. I don't know how you was in this room. It's hot. And it's nice outside.
I'm used to it, you know. And then if I get too hot, I'll turn the air conditioner on.
It's so nice outside.
I know. That's why I was outside earlier today. What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with another video.
Lexus told me you came out there and said,
oh yeah, I heard all of this. Yeah. I better get the fuck out of here. I'm not playing with them.
And when she said that you said it, I said to myself, well, Kevin did say he was going to say something.
Yeah. I ain't playing with them.
What she say?
She ain't say nothing. Nobody got smart with me.
No, they better not, because it's your house. Oh, no, but they didn't move because also.
Oh, no, but they're all right. But my thing is, okay, you know, like, I don't mind y'all sitting in the step, but look, this summer, get a fucking chair because when I come outside, first of all, some move, but I shouldn't have to say excuse me, okay? Come down my motherfucking steps.
That's right.
So to avoid that, don't sit here or invest in the chair.
That's right.
You know, invest in the fucking chair.
I say the same thing when I'm at work. When you see me coming down the hallway and you're my way, I shouldn't have to say excuse me to you.
Yeah.
You should move out
of the way.
But
wait a minute. It depends on who's there first.
No, it's not about who's there first. Like if I'm pulling someone down the hallway and you see me, why would you wait?
Why would I move a maneuver around you?
Or why should I have to say excuse me when you see me coming down the hallway?
Yes.
Just move out of my way.
Or say hello or something while I'm
just like if I see somebody coming down the hallway and I know that I'm in their way, I'm going to move. I'm not going to stand there and wait for them to say excuse me to me. Mm-hmm. That's rude.
Yeah.
But people do that, and then when you call them out on it, they look at you like, "How dare you call me out on me being rude?"
Yeah. Well, I don't even call nobody out for saying. I don't have a reason for people to say excuse me, but yeah, except for when I come out, move.
Yeah.
They be like, "Oh, I'm sitting." No, you can sit there, but
move. Oh, I'm sitting here. I didn't say you couldn't sit there, but now because you don't want to move, you have to get up.
Yeah, because y'all lucky I'm not the lady across the street. She don't play
no games. No, she don't. And she got her boyfriend program too that he don't play games either.
At first he was scared, but now she like,
because she probably got on him. Because he.
Shut up, because I don't want to see this as somebody.
Well, she's like she would have pants in that relationship anyway. She does. And Nina, every time Nina see her, oh yeah, nice to go to school with her. Yeah. Okay. Well, how come some of her ain't run well from some of you?
Stop it. You know what?
That lady don't play no games across the street.
No, she don't.
And she'll tell him in a minute, get up. And don't say it nicely either. Get up, but she shouldn't have to because this is her house.
Yeah.
She paid the bills here and the mortgage. Get the fuck up. And people crack me up. Well, Dad, why you gotta say it like that? Because I live here. I pay the bills here. Just like when I answer this phone, what? Yes? Hello? Who is this? Well, Dad, why you answering like that? Because I pay the bill for this motherfucking phone. Until you start giving me some money, then I will think about answering it any other way.
You said think about.
You know what I mean? One of my friends gonna answer me because I was annoyed one day and I said yes. Why you answering like that? Because I pay the bill for this phone. Don't ask me why I answer like that. Say what you want so we can hurry and get off this fucking phone.
I know.
And then you call me from an unlisted number.
Oh, now see, I don't even answer period. You know.
No, but I've learned in the past that sometimes some people don't even know that the numbers that they're calling from is unlisted. And you never know. It could be an emergency. Yeah. So sometimes I've learned in the past that sometimes you have to answer and see who it is and then hang up if it's not somebody important.
Yeah, but you see, you know what I do is I'll text them and say, who is this?
Well, you can't text an unlisted number.
Well, I'm saying, you know, if it's a number I don't know, but if it's definitely blocked, then I don't answer. I don't pick up. There's no need to pick up. And if it's that important, they will leave a message or text me like, "Hey, this is so and so." I'm like, "All right." But what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with another video. I hope you guys are enjoying your week. I am enjoying my week. Today I took my mom to the doctors and stuff. She got a good report, so you know I was happy with that.
You should have treated her to some ice cream.
I didn't treat her to no ice cream. She was like, "See, I told you, I know what I'm doing." She tried to say like I ain't crazy. Y'all be thinking I'm crazy. I ain't crazy. Say I never said you were crazy, but yeah.
What is she doing that she don't know that y'all doing? That y'all don't know that she's doing?
Oh, I think some of it's kind of fake, and then some of it's real. Right. Like she has her days where she try to act like she don't know what's going on, but she knows what's going on. Yeah. You know, that's how parents do. They like to fuck with you sometimes. Huh? What'd you say?
No, what?
no, bitch. What'd you say?
Next.
So it's Pride weekend. This video is uploaded on Friday, but this is Thursday, so anything that we leave out at 5:45 p.m. Friday, I didn't see it. Okay? So don't get mad. You didn't research it. You didn't do... I don't want to hear that shit. First of all, I won't even be replying because I'll be somewhere celebrating my pride. It's Philly Black Gay Pride. If you are in Philly for the weekend, you know, if you see me, say hey or whatever. I don't have no problem saying hi to nobody. Don't be scared of anybody. Let's move on to August 11th. August 11th is quickly approaching. If you have not purchased your tickets yet for the 10-year anniversary Skorpion Show live show, I'm going to need you to do so right now. So pause this video. Well, before you pause, look inside the more info box. Pause the video. Click on the link and get your ticket. Tickets are $25. Shout out to everyone who has been purchasing their tickets. If you need to know about hotels, you can get any hotel basically in Center City, Philadelphia. If it's a Center City East, Center City West, downtown, that shit is all the same. Especially to me it is. And with an Uber to the library, it's only about maybe $2, $3. Or no more than $5.
Oh, so Lala's outside of Max's.
Who is Lala?
Lala Anthony.
Oh, let's go find her.
She said I'm filming in...
Filming?
Yeah, I know it's not Power. It better not be Power. They filming here.
Ooh.
Filming in Philly. Today, always so much love. It's crazy. Philly is on fire now that Meek Mill is free.
Child. Philly always on fire, no matter who's free or not.
Okay, because a lot of these bitches is burning. And that's one fire you can't put out.
So yeah, make sure y'all get your tickets, and I want to give a shout out to all the sponsors. We have cracked over 150 sponsors to our show. So if you are not a sponsor, sponsorships are $4.99 a month, and you can click the sponsor link for all the details that come along with it. And if you want to subscribe to our channel, subscribing is free, okay? So I want to give a shout out to the new sponsors to our channel: Trendsetter MJB04, William Gross, Sean Tucker, Tiffany Knight, Alicia Lewis, and Dia Horton. Shout out to all of our new sponsors to our channel. And some people have been saying that they can't see the videos that we do for the live stream. All you have to do is go to the community section. When you are a sponsor, you'll see sponsor only post, and all you got to do is click on the link and you'll be able to watch the video. So let's get into today's shenanigans. Who you want to start with first?
Whoever you have on top.
Well, we can talk about Kanye West. Kanye West has done so much that I have 3 tabs open on Kanye. Just in case I need...
Just in case you miss something.
Yes. But I really don't care to talk about all of those 3 pages that I have out.
No, please don't.
Basically, Kanye West tweeted his support of Donald Trump. And in his support of Donald Trump, he said, "You don't have to agree with Trump, but the mob can't make me not love him. We are both dragon energy. He is my brother. I love everyone. I don't agree with everyone does. That's what makes us individuals. And we have the right to independent thought." So yes, that's true. We all have the right to independent thought. When he tweeted that, Donald Trump was like, "Yes, very cool." And Kanye West tweeted his "Make America Great Again" hat. When Kanye West did that little rant about his support of Donald Trump, he went from 27 million followers down to 19 million followers. Yes. So on Twitter. So many people were unfollowing him.
And if you are still following him, unfollow him.
Yes.
And not just on Twitter, but Instagram as well.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was on Instagram. But
yeah, I think, right? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't follow him. But yeah, so a lot of people were upset about that, and they saying that Donald Trump Make America Great Again hat sales are through the roof. Kanye West did a lot of bragging about himself and about how much money he's making off selling the Yeezy line, and that he's making more money than Michael Jordan, and how he wants to work with different people, and all people need to work together. I mean, Kanye West was going off on social media, and he's still tweeting today. And I believe he has had tweet over maybe 400 tweets. It's so many tweets that I don't have time to keep going through it. But a lot of people were upset, and a lot of people, some people tweeted their support, but most people were upset, and even Chance the Rapper got into it.
But Chance the Rapper didn't. I saw what he said.
Yeah, I saw what he said.
He tried to be neutral.
Yeah, it's true what he said, but you know what? Sometimes it's best not to say nothing. Like Angela Bassett and Taraji P. Henson.
Right.
They say, "Girl, what y'all got to say?" Right. Angela Bassett's like, "First of all, Taraji said nothing. Because, you know, Angela was thinking of an educated response. And Taraji was like, fuck that, no. Don't say nothing. We're not saying nothing. We had nothing to say about it. Sometimes it's a good day. Sometimes it's a bad day. Today is a bad day. Whatever. But we're not saying nothing. Right. And I love that. And I'm glad that she had Angela's back. Because I don't need Kanye trying to come for Angela Bassett. So then he also tweeted that President Barack Obama hasn't done anything for Chicago. He was the president for 8 years. And a lot of people got upset but Kanye West. And even Kendra G, who used to be here in Philadelphia, now she's over in Chicago, and I think she's from Chicago, she said Chance the Rapper and Common has done more for Chicago than Kanye West has. Everything that Kanye West do, he always do in New York. You never do nothing for Chicago, so don't you dare come for President Obama. And I mean, she got thousands of retweets.
But the thing about that is, and it always fascinates me when people used to say that about President Obama, even people from Chicago, because President Obama ran as someone who was trying to be president for everyone, not just Chicago. And I said to myself, I can't imagine if he had done so much, not saying that he didn't try, but if he had focused solely on Chicago, how the rest of the country would have felt. People in Philadelphia, people in New York, people in the inner cities of LA or Alaska or Hawaii, you know what I mean? People would have said, wait a minute, we elected you to be president for everybody, not just Chicago. And it's not fair to call someone out and say, well, you didn't do anything for Chicago. Well, Chicago has a governor. Chicago has, the state of Illinois has a governor. Chicago has a mayor. It also has city leaders and state representatives. I mean, come on, like to call President Obama out and say that he did nothing for Chicago, that's not right and it's not fair. And I'm glad that Kendra G woman called him out, because I was thinking to myself, well, what the fuck did you do? Yeah. What have you done? You know what I mean? All of your clothes that you come out with are overpriced.
And he talking about he want to make his clothing affordable. I seen that in the tweets too.
And it doesn't.
And those sneakers are ugly, and I don't see why people are buying them.
Me neither. But they buying them because of the name.
Yeah.
Because they don't even look like they are sneakers that you can would last that long. No. You know, I don't know. They look like the name.
They look like Payless shoes to me. You know, and you know what Payless shoes I'm talking about. The shoes they call Bobos, and you got tees for wearing back in the day. That's what they look like, but they're just overpriced. I wouldn't be putting them on my feet. And one of my friends, anything Kanye West released, I mean, he buys those shoes, and I just be like, like, they just look nasty to me.
Yeah, I've never owned a pair of Yeezys. I never had the desire to own a pair of Yeezys.
Yeah, but Kanye, you know, Kanye is doing his thing, and we can say a lot, like, we can think that it's his mental health and stuff, but I think that Kanye West is a brilliant person. Like, he does have a brilliant mind, but he needs to get, if he does have that, what you call it, like bipolar disorder, he needs to get it in check. You know, everyone says like they love the old Kanye West, but how do you know that that was never Kanye before? Maybe he just never showed us that side to him. But
did you see the text message he posted?
Yes, with John Legend. Yes, and I had that on. You know, I have that up too.
Something about you just using it as a tactic. Why would you tell that to that man? He's nice to touch you.
And if you didn't hear what John Legend said, hey, it's John Legend, or hey, it's JL. I hope you'll reconsider aligning yourself with Trump. You're way too powerful and influential to endorse who he is and what he stands for. And you know what you say really means something to your fans. They are loyal to you and respect your opinion. So many people who love you feel so betrayed right now because they know the harm that Trump's policies cause, especially to people of color. Don't let this be part of your legacy. You're the greatest artist of our generation. And Kanye responds, I love you, John, and I appreciate your thoughts. You're bringing up my fans or
you
my
bringing
legacy.
My fans.
Oh, yeah, you. I look like an R. I mean,
you bring...
Yeah, go ahead, finish.
You bringing up... Well, if you stop doing that,
sorry.
You bringing up my fans or my legacy is a tactic based on fear used to manipulate my free thought. Yeah.
And Kanye West wants 2024. And then Chance the Rapper said that the next president is going to be independent. No, it's not, Chance. There's no chance in hell that an independent person can become president because you have too many Democrats and you have too many Republicans. The only thing that an independent can do is throw a wedge in either a Republican's way or a Democrat's way. That's the only thing that can happen. But we need someone who, that's why Bernie Sanders ran on a Democratic ticket. even though he's an independent. So Chance, you trying to be cute and nice and stuff, but sometimes, you know.
Chance is trying. I understand that Chance is just trying to be the neutral. He's trying to be the voice of reason. But sometimes I feel like this is like a lot of people said. He has an album coming out in a month or two, and he's trying to. This is his way of This is how you do it, and best believe people are going to buy the album,
especially that Make America Great Again.
But the fact that you are basically selling your soul to sell an album is disgusting.
Yeah,
it just is. And this right here, I would not. First of all, I don't. You know, I don't care for Kanye West at all. I just don't. And then when he tried to come at my girl last year, I really don't care about him.
He came for Beyonce?
Yes, when he tried to say that Beyonce, the reason why...
Yes, Beyonce, on stage, yes.
At these award shows, because they bribed them to laugh. Whatever he was trying to say or imply.
Yeah. And
then he said something about Jay-Z, and then Jay-Z called him out about, how dare you bring my wife and my kids into this? You got a problem with me. Which rightfully so.
Yeah.
You stood on stage and brought his wife and his daughter into something. Oh, because our daughters don't play together. He may not want his daughter to play with you. Yeah. Not because he don't have nothing he don't like your daughter, but because he probably don't want his daughter around you. No, I don't even think it's Kim. I think it's him. Oh yeah, and Kim too. And I don't know they are photo ops. But they are photo ops.
Yeah,
and they don't want their child around that.
They will call TMZ so fast when Blue comes to their door.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh really, Kim? Oh really, Chris? No, they are masterminds. Especially Kris Jenner. Kris Jenner is the mastermind, and she's going to go down. She was the Mona Scott before Mona Scott was even Mona Scott from Love and Hip Hop. She knows how to manipulate the media. She knows how to work the media. And she tried to get on Twitter and say lies, lies, lies. No, girl, you're behind all this too. It's like, but anyway, no matter what we say about Kanye, he has people talking. And that's what you want people to do when you use Twitter as a platform or Instagram. You want people talking, whether it's good or bad. And even though we look at it as a bad point of view, a lot of people that support Donald Trump can now say, oh yeah, black people support Donald Trump. Right. Look at Kanye West.
Yeah. He'll be on the campaign trail for him starting next year.
Yeah, and what you call him so stupid last night. What's his name? Paris Denard on CNN. I want to say 106 and Park.
That's what it's become.
Mark Lamar Hill guy. He got Paris Denard together so bad that
because Mark Lamar Hill knows how to use his words.
that Paris didn't even know that Mark was on his side when he said something in a positive light. He's like, "Oh no, how dare you say that?" And then Don was like, "What are you talking about? He's on your side." And then they was like, "Paris, can you just shut up?" Like he was still going on and on. They're like, "Bitch, he was on your side and you didn't even know." Like he was just saying, to call Kanye West crazy for supporting Donald Trump is like saying everybody else that voted for Donald Trump, they're crazy too. Right. And Paris Denard took offense to it. I just couldn't. It was just a funny moment because you're so used to defending Donald Trump that you're not used to hearing something good about him. So that's why he went on. But yeah, so John Legend said that. And Chrissy Teigen says, everyone keep asking me to comment on shit. Comment on Psycho Tammy Lasagna, who I refuse to give the joy to.
Who is Tammy Lasagna?
I don't fucking know. Say something about Real Housewives of Atlanta. Speak up about Kanye. When it comes to people we know, we do speak up to them. Not on Twitter. And sometimes, I guess, it makes it to Twitter.
I know that's right. I know that's right, Chrissy. So that was shade at Kanye. And I guess it makes it to Twitter.
Yes.
So I guess we won't be speaking up to them. You better go ahead, Chrissy.
Okay. So Kanye West went on and on and on. But John Legend has some beautiful tweets. And I need to find them.
Oh my God. Please don't read all of them.
Oh my God. But no, they're so beautiful. And y'all ain't doing nothing this weekend. Hold on.
It doesn't matter.
Bitch, don't read all of them. We both trying to get out of here, but wait.
You're going to read all of that.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
How many tweets did he tweet?
It's only like 4. He said, I imagine there's some comfort in imagining a future without racism and projecting that onto the present. Thinking if we just deny the truth, it doesn't exist. If history is erased, we don't have to deal with its consequences. However, far too many people don't have the luxury of closing their ears and eyes. They feel it in their lives and can't act like what they see and know doesn't exist. They see the statistics about black applications for real estate or loans or employment being turned away because their name was Jamal and not James. I love that great, brilliant artists had the power to imagine a better future, but artists can't be blind to the truth. And that was something that was very beautiful and a classic response to Kanye West.
Is Kanye really being blind to the truth, Kevin?
I don't know. He's not blind to the truth.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He knows that he's being a coon.
But it's a lot of people that loves Kanye and everything that he does that don't even realize that it's just different. Now, I'm not calling you crazy to agree with Donald Trump, but I couldn't support.
You're not calling him, but I am.
I can't support anyone who's done who's xenophobic, homophobic, just talks about different races. Once he's racist towards Muslims. He want to block people from all these different countries from coming here. He wants to build a wall. He is nothing about inclusion. It's all about his rich friends and white America. And I'm glad that Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, came over here and got Donald Trump together on all of his policies, and he got Donald Trump together in front of the whole Congress yesterday morning. You trying to be buddy, shaking hands, kissing him, all of that shit. He came into your house and got you together. And I haven't seen any other tweets about Macron or anything yet. And he said, you know, the only thing we have to, he brought up, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. But why are we in fear? And why are you projecting that onto your people and stuff like that? He went off for 40 days and 40 nights. So shout out to Emmanuel Macron. So back to John Legend, Donald Trump. Kanye West is going to tweet all weekend long probably. I don't know, maybe until his album come out. But I just can't join in all of this foolishness. But I know that we have to discuss it because that is the topic that you guys want us to discuss. And anything else that Kanye West tweeted today, I'm not
Kanye West is going to be invited to the next big event at the White House.
But wait a minute.
And he's going to go.
Yeah, and I want Kim Kardashian to sit the fuck down. Because Kim has no idea what she's tweeting about. And Kanye...
Does she ever?
Yeah. And Kanye thinks that he is in the sunken place. But, you know, it's just... he tweeting pictures like, oh, am I in the sunken place and this and that. Kanye, have a seat. And Kim, please.
Can you imagine?
Just selling apps and stuff, please.
Just think about it. Can you imagine the Carter's household right now watching their tweets?
Yeah, you should know. You know, Beyonce, she has a secret Twitter. You know, she's reading them.
Right.
Oh, Kelly or Michelle is texting to her. Okay. Now, tell me that ain't happening.
Because I'm about to text Michelle right now. Say, bitch. What do you think about that?
Mind you, those pictures of the champagne with Destiny Child, that's real cute.
Yes.
Okay? And, yeah, Kim, just stick to selling mobile apps and stuff like that. You're making a tons of money. Please don't make yourself look. I mean, y'all not known for your brains, and your tweets are showing why you guys are just known for just being famous for being the Kardashians. Bill effing Cosby. You know, one Philadelphian gets out, another one goes in.
Well, not yet.
Well, going in. Oh yeah, something's going on. Something's going to go down.
If he doesn't...
because I was thinking about that today. Yeah. I said...
If he don't take his life.
Yes. I said, Mom, that man is 80 years old. She's like, he's not going to jail. He has too much money, too much connection. Yeah. He's not going to jail. Trust me. And she was like, oh, yeah, he could, you know, we think about the house arrest thing. I even, like, you know, because I can't... The man is blind. He's 80 years old. I mean... That's a hell of a way to end your legacy, to die in prison.
Not even your legacy, that's a hell of a way to end your life.
Life, yes. I'm like, all of that, and then it's just gone. I'm going to tell you all this. I don't feel bad for Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby was found guilty on 3 charges. Bill Cosby knew what he was doing for a very long time, and he got away with a lot of things.
For a long time.
And he couldn't get away with this one. And I will say this about this.
And let me just say this real quick. He never not admitted to doing some of the stuff that he was accused of.
Yeah, because it was in a deposition back in 2004, 2005.
Which a lot of people should
Which was used against him. And actually it was sealed away.
Right.
And then it was released. Now this is showing that they want to get him. Now this is my thing. In my personal opinion, if Donald Trump, bitch, because he's paying people off too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If Bill Cosby already paid her off, what was the point of like unsealing this stuff and bringing it out?
Right.
Now he's already paid her.
Right.
She accepted the money.
Right.
If she wanted anything else, then they should have went to trial then and there and not have a settlement.
Once you pay me, I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying nothing.
So they used Andrea Constand to be the person for all these other women that's celebrating. Thank you. You know, they used her. You know, now that's just the bad part that I see about it, because, you know, we just seen what happened with Russell Simmons paying somebody else off. Now that's settled until somebody say, oh, he did it to me, and then it's gonna come back out again like he paid her off. Like, why y'all unsealing all of this stuff? Now I don't know if this is gonna happen, but that's just how I feel about it. But because he did those things, he has to pay for what he's done. Now he's already been guilty in the public opinion, but now they had to bring the trial. It didn't work the first time, so now it will work the second time. And this time they found Bill Cosby guilty on 3 charges: without consent, drugging her like without her consent, and it was something else. I believe it was rape or something like that.
Well, usually when you drug someone, they don't really know about it.
No. But they got him on all 3 counts. Right. And then this time they were able to use 5 women to testify in court versus 1 versus the last time. So when you got 5 people saying the same thing, it's more credible than just 1. And some things I found weird is that Andrea Constand kept going back to Bill Cosby and thought it was going to be a relationship and stuff like that. It was a lot of stuff. His wife. Yeah, it was a lot of stuff that was going on.
Can I just say something real quick?
Yeah, feel free. Yes! You can...
No, I can't.
But you don't have to say that part, but you can...
No, because then... No.
Yeah.
I'm saying, I did.
I know. Well, she is. She's that... I'm going to say it.
I thought she was gay.
Yes, she is a lesbian. Trust.
I thought she was gay.
Yeah. But maybe that makes her point even more credible, because clearly she doesn't show that.
But at the time, she liked Bill Cosby. And I'm not saying that I think she couldn't like men, but I'm just saying she just gives off that aura like she never liked men.
Yeah, even back in her basketball photos when she was with Temple, like it didn't. So I guess Bill Cosby. I was thinking that I guess he called himself setting her straight. Like I did.
Hell, you can set me straight.
Please don't feel bad about what I'm saying. I'm not saying it in a funny way, but it's just a. Let me tell you something.
Somebody want to pay me to set me straight? Come right on. How much did he pay these women?
He paid her, Andrea Constand, $3.4 million.
Oh yeah, he can set me straight, turn me around, flip me upside down. I don't give a damn. $3.5 million.
You ain't gonna say nothing to nobody.
Say nothing to nobody. My name is Bennett, and I ain't in it. Mum's the fucking word. Didn't you used to know Mr. Cosby? Know who? I don't know Mr. Cosby.
Yeah. Maybe I don't know how they were able to get those documents unsealed, but that's what sealed Donald Trump. See, something's going on. I know seeing that somebody. Donald Trump went on the rant this morning. And I know y'all seen that. Well, yesterday morning because it's Friday.
It's just something.
Yes.
It's just something that the president of the United States has done.
Yeah, and you know, all of these women came out and said something Donald Trump did to them. Oh, they're liars. Right. Stop this.
No, stop and think about it. The president of this country is Donald Trump.
Yes. Yeah, couldn't believe it. I remember that time you asked me on camera, do you think Donald Trump would be president? No, he wouldn't be president. Right. No.
You know what's so crazy? I took Diggy to my aunt's house for Easter. We went to my aunt's house for Easter dinner. And him and my aunt said, the last time I saw you, my aunt said to him, the last time I saw you, we were standing in this kitchen arguing about, we were in the dining room, arguing about who was going to be president. Either Bernie Sanders or Hillary Clinton, and neither one of them. And we just laughed. And he said, and neither one of them won. Because they were sure that one of them was going to beat Donald Trump. And neither one of them won.
And none of them did. Donald Trump outlasted 18 people. Wow, that was the real survivor. He's the real survivor.
Would you let Donald Trump have sex with you for $3.5 million?
No. First of all, no. Second of all, fuck no. And third of all, hell no. Because there's nothing sexually. First of all, now when some people have money,
you have to be turned on.
No.
He just needs to get his rocks off.
No, because then I have to be sexually attracted to some. Now for some people, money do make you look more attractive than what you do.
But let me tell you something.
Because
tie a bandana around my head.
Let me tell you, I don't want nothing wrinkly.
And tell him don't speak. Just let him know. And for 3 points, just leave it on the nightstand.
Can you imagine how Melania don't even do it?
No. Did you see him trying to grab her hand?
Yeah. He's always trying to grab her hand, and she slaps him away. Melania, just leave.
Melania, blink twice and get help.
Yeah, she's in the Sunken Police. Now that's another one. Like she
no, she's not.
She didn't sign up.
Melania knows what she's doing.
She didn't sign up for none of this to be the first lady. Nothing.
And I'm sure that once he leaves White House, she's probably gonna divorce him.
Yeah. This is tough for her.
But she don't live in the same room with him anyway, so I mean, she don't care.
Mean,
she probably never sees him naked anymore.
Bitch, would you want to see? Anyway, how did we get to talk about him from Big McDonald? I mean, I'm looking at these notes. Bill Cosby. Yeah, somebody wrote in the comments. I think Kevin might be a little crazy because he can't remember stuff. Sometimes I be having brain farts. Okay, so if it's like 8 women from the Housewives, I see them in my head and I'm trying to get their damn names out. But I'm thinking, is this another name that comes out? So don't get too worried. I ain't that crazy yet. But Bill Cosby, something's going to happen. And each charge is up to 10 years. Now, that's 30 years that Bill Cosby can be going to jail. And no remorse. I feel sorry for his wife because she stood by her man all that time. Like when she spoke out, it was just to come at the women talking about them. And now your husband has been found guilty. This is going to be tough. This is yeah. But then Bill Cosby is also dealing with the death of his daughter who passed away a couple months ago, or a couple weeks ago. It's just he has a lot going on.
Right.
So it could make you think that he might want to commit suicide, but I hope not. Excuse me. I hope he doesn't do that. The only thing I can tell him to do is pray. He reaped what he sowed.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think it was the right thing that they unsealed those documents, maybe this was God's way to show people and this is the right time because this is in the time during the Me Too movement, and all of these men have been molesting women or raping women or doing things against their will, holding contracts above their head. If you do this, then you'll get that. All of that has been going on, and they're trying to get all the bad seeds out of Hollywood. And they're showing you, no matter how powerful you think you are, you ain't that damn powerful if you use your voice.
I was just getting ready to say that. It reminded me of that footage when it was a news broadcaster back in the 70s with the day that Richard Nixon resigned, and he made a comment that today, what happened today when Richard Nixon resigned is a result of letting the American people know that the justice system does work, and it doesn't matter how big you are, you will go down. Mm-hmm. And I think for the longest time, a lot of us felt as though people like Bill Cosby and they just wouldn't be able to be touched. And that's what a lot of these women thought too 30 years ago, back in the late 80s, early 90s, when a lot of these women did come forward. But because he was such a big figure and the Cosby Show was still big on TV, a lot of people are like, oh, you're not going to go nowhere with this, because who's going to believe that America's dad is out here drugging women? Yeah. You know what I mean? But the crazy thing about it is, after the verdict, I went on YouTube and I just decided to go back and go across a lot of different, videos of Bill Cosby and different interviews that came from. And it's like, this man told on himself so many times in different interviews. I often talk about that one interview he did with Larry King where he was talking about the Spanish fly, which is a drug to drug women, and he talked about how he used it or joked about it in the past, which something like that you don't joke about.
No.
But then there was other interviews that he did more recently where he was asked about these things, and he kind of was like belligerent.
He was upset.
He was upset. He didn't really know. And it was like, this man is basically telling on himself. And people are totally ignoring this because they are so busy looking at Cliff Huxtable rather than Bill Cosby. And Diggy wrote on my page today, which he wrote on my page today, and I want to find it because a lot of people are thinking this way. And I'm not saying that Diggy's thinking this way, but Diggy said, this is what Diggy said. I wrote on the post, I made a post and I said, why is it so easy for us to believe that Donald Trump assaulted women but not Bill Cosby? And I said, besides the fact that Trump has bragged about assaulting women, so Diggy left a comment and he said, because Donald Trump has publicly admitted it and has a history of displaying assault against women. Bill Cosby role on The Cosby Show, which ran for 8 years and then 4 on Cosby, plus his great work in the community, doesn't fit the profile of a sexual predator. Also, the inconsistencies from the accusers makes us wonder if this is indeed true. And then I commented and I said, Dr. Huxtable and Bill Cosby are two different people. And also, people who do amazing work for their community and children can also become sexual predators and commit sexual crimes. And I think a lot of people are thinking that way, that because Bill Cosby has this history of being this beloved father on TV, has this history of doing work in the black community, that somehow that exempts him from being a sexual assault, someone who's committed sexual assault against women. And it's like, I don't understand how people can bash Donald Trump, but then take up for Bill Cosby. Yeah. Like, I don't get it.
It's 3 different people. You got Heathcliff Huxtable.
Yes.
You got Bill Cosby, and then you have William H. Cosby Jr. And that is the man that was raping.
There you go.
William H. Cosby Jr.
There you go.
Disguising himself as Bill Cosby because he's celebrity Bill Cosby.
There you go.
You wouldn't think that would happen.
And nobody knew William H. Cosby Jr.
No.
We only knew Bill Cosby.
With him.
That's right. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
That's true.
So,
I mean, because the same thing people said about Ted Bundy. He was this great-looking guy, and whatever the case may be, but we never would have thought that he'd be killing all these people. Or look, another example. I just watched this program, this documentary. I didn't finish it, but I just watched this documentary about a month or 2 ago about the Golden State Killer, about that man who was killing and raping those women. And then they found him. And mind you, they filmed this documentary about a year or 2 ago. And they were still talking about, hopefully they can find. And I was just saying to myself, that's crazy, because what if this man is just dead? The whole time, he's still alive, and not only that, it was a cop. And in this documentary, they even brought that up, that he was either somebody in the military or he was somebody that was in law enforcement, because of his style of doing things, because of the build that a lot of people who he raped said that how he was built, and the kind of clothes that he wore, whatever the case may be. And I'm like, this whole time, this man was a cop. But yet, this is somebody that they never even thought would do this, because he was a cop protecting people. So sometimes it's sometimes the ones that you wouldn't think.
And the cops be going around sexually assaulting a lot of women. You hear about these stories.
This man he would break into people's houses. He would stalk them, first of all. Break into their houses. If me and you were in there, now, if we were women, he took this one lady and her 3-year-old son, they were in the bed together. He tied both of them up. And what he would do is, he would, he raped the lady in front of her son. He raped her in front of her son. But let's just say if it was somebody else, a man and a woman. He would take a couple and he would be in their house for hours. He wouldn't just rape the woman and leave. He would be in there out for hours. He would eat food. He would just mosey on around in their house. And what he would do is, he would sometimes take the man to another room. He would tie him up, and then he would take a stack of plates and place it on the guy's back. So if the plates fell, he knew that that guy was in there trying to move. And he would always tell somebody, if these plates fall and I hear them fall, I'm going to kill her. And so these men would have to just stay in a bed tied up and not move, because they didn't want their wife or their girlfriend to be killed. I mean, this man, and mind you, this man is like in his 70s now. And then people are saying, oh, well, Bill Cosby in his 80s. It doesn't matter. If you commit a crime, you need to go to jail. And this man who's in his 70s, who committed all those crimes, he needs to be under the jail. Because not only did he rape these women, he even killed a few people. Like, that's horrible. So all this, oh, Bill Cosby's 80, he shouldn't be in jail. I'm sorry. Let somebody sexually assault someone that I love and care about, and they catch them at 99. Send their old ass to fucking jail. And that's that. Don't tell me, oh, he's 99, he shouldn't have to go to jail. Why not? Why not? He committed a crime and y'all caught him, right? So what you trying to say? If I commit a crime and I don't get caught until I'm 99, I'm scot-free? No. It shouldn't work that way.
Yeah, but I don't know what kind of prison sentence he's going to get, but he's definitely going to go to prison to me. I don't care if he's blind. Because those women need closure and justice.
Yeah.
Now, this is just part one of it. Now, when we get to the sentencing in 60 to 90 days, we're going to find out. Like, they'll be much more happy because then they'll feel like he's away and now he doesn't have the chance to drug anybody. Because you're free on bail, he can't leave Montgomery County.
Well, he shouldn't be drugging anybody at 80 and he's blind.
No.
How can he know what he's doing?
Bitch, I don't know. He's probably so used to doing
Making
it.
them, yeah.
60 women. That's just like, I thought about that Larry Nassar, who was going around fondling those children, over 160 children. And they all had a chance to speak at the sentencing.
This was the guy who the
gymnastic coach.
The doctor,
Yeah, he's going away he is away. He'll never see the light of day again. And, you know, for Bill Cosby, this was just regular. This is just something that they did. And a lot of people did it back in the day, but he, unfortunately for him, but fortunately for his victims, he's going to pay the price for it. Point blank. So Meek Mill is now out on bail. I mean, this man had every billionaire coming to prison to see him. Kevin Hart, to the Philadelphia mayor, to the governor of Pennsylvania, tweeting out his support. I mean, everybody's in the corner of Meek Mill because people feel that he was wrongfully arrested for violating his parole. Not arrested, but sent to prison for violating his parole, even though his probation officer recommended that he don't go to jail. The judge felt that he needed to go to jail to be taught another lesson. And she sentenced him to 2 to 4 years in prison. And while he's been in prison, there has been a lot of Free Meek Mill campaigns out in front of the criminal justice system, because Meek Mill has been going to jail, or he's been stuck with this charge since 2007, 2008, where allegedly he had a gun and pointed it at the cops and stuff like that. So he's been dealing with that situation for 11 years. And people are like, it's time for this to be overturned and thrown out so this man can live his life and stop being, put in jail. Or just have to keep dealing with the system for all of these fucking years for one thing that happened. But during those times, he was violating his parole and stuff like that. And this is not the first time he was put away. But, I do feel like there needs to be some reform to our justice system. But I'm just surprised that so many people loved Meek Mill. I did not know that. I really didn't know so many people loved him.
Well, I'm just waiting for them to go a step further.
Yes.
And protest for those other black men who
right.
are in jail for crimes as minute as the one that Meek Mill was in.
Yeah.
And they're still sitting in jail.
Yeah.
What kind of justice do they get?
Yeah. He's going to have to speak out for
He's going to have to. Because now it's like you had all these support. What about those individuals who are still locked in jail with no kind of support,
resource, no money,
no
to
nothing
get the lawyers.
that you have?
Yeah.
It's sad. This could be a great campaign for Meek Mill.
Mm-hmm.
This could be a great campaign for him. He could be a champion for helping those who are in jail wrongfully, helping those who are in jail for crimes such as having marijuana on them and they're just been sitting in jail for a year or two. Like, I mean, come on. Like, this is ridiculous.
Just think of how many people got locked up for marijuana.
Yes. And they're still in jail.
And felonies and all kinds of stuff just for having marijuana, yeah. And now it's a legal thing now. You can just go to the store and buy pot.
But now none of them are not getting out.
No.
They're still in there.
No.
So it's like, how, who's going to speak up for them?
Yeah.
These people have to. It's nice that all these people spoke up for Meek Mill. I mean, it's wonderful. I hope if something like that happens to me, I get a lot of support. But I'm not going to hold my breath because I know how folks get once you go to jail. They forget all about you, out of sight, out of mind. They forget all about you. And I keep having to explain that to my friend who is in jail now. Every day I can't say I call him, but every day he calls me, and he calls me every day. He calls me, and I ask him, "Who did you speak to today?" My pop. Who else did you speak to? You. Which tells you, all those homies that you were with at that, out of sight, out of mind. And we even had a conversation the other day. He said to me, the crazy thing is, all of my homies that I came up with in the sandbox to now, a few of them introduced me to you, but yet you're the one who's sticking by my side and they don't even reach out to me. I said, but that's how it is with a lot of people.
Yeah,
you go to jail and they forget about you. And they act like, oh, oh, bro, I'm thinking of... But no, they're not, again, out of sight, out of mind.
And then sometimes it depends on what you do.
But not the time. But that's not necessarily the case when you out in the streets, because you could kill a fucking baby. How many of these niggas is out here telling you to turn yourself in? Nobody.
No, because they don't even. First of all, nobody even wants to tell if they see
Exactly. So that it depends on what you do. No, they don't care, because you see people out here saying free somebody, and you know that they are a stone cold murderer, but you talking about free them.
But they ain't calling them and checking on them and putting them in their books.
No, because that's not what they're going to do. They're going to pump fake it like, oh, I support you, but they're not going to go that extra mile, because truth be told, depending on what the crime is, they know you ain't getting out no time soon anyway. So you ain't got to worry about me, and I ain't got to worry about you. But it's sad, and I be trying to let him know, like, every time you speak to me on the phone, stop asking me, did somebody hit your Instagram up? Because the answer is no. Every time I go to your Instagram, there's no messages, there's no comments, because you're out of sight, out of mind. They're not thinking about you. And I don't ever want to say it that way, but sometimes I feel like I need to say it that way so he can get it through his head. These people are not thinking about you. They're just not. And it's sad, but that's how it is. But hopefully Meek Mill will be that champion for those individuals in jail who have not committed crimes, or who have committed crimes but they're low-level crimes.
Go through their entire system and look and see, and I think it would be good for him, because
that would be a good cause for Meek Mill to take on.
Yeah, he's gonna have to, point blank. He's gonna have to, because you had so many people fighting for you to get out of prison. People that don't know you, they stood out in the rain. They just stood out there. They got on buses. They did whatever they had to do in support of you. And some points we do like, why would they do all that for him? But it's not even about him. It's just how the system is, and it does need to change. But I mean, everybody's a Meek Mill fan, and I will come on y'all for that. So when his album come out, that means he's selling 1 million in a week, because y'all all he better. The way these people were. I mean, you would have thought that Meek Mill was a mascot for the Sixers. They put him on the helicopter.
Well, the Sixers owner went to go pick him up from jail.
Yeah, and then they were seeing him in prison too. They picked him up in the helicopter, brought him to the damn arena. He rung the bell. I'm like, well, damn, I didn't know. I really didn't know the support for him was that huge. Like, it really is. So I just hope that with all of this new light, he turns his life around. Like I said a couple weeks ago, this kind of reminds me of that T.I. thing, and how T.I., even though he was seen in a bad light with that show, we've never seen him in a bad light again. Even when he fucked up with his wife that time in California, we didn't even turn back. He had that show, Family Hustle. We seen that he is a family man, even though I don't agree with some stuff he said to Tamika, but they go through their stuff, and it's a great show. He's a great father, and sometimes I want him to chill on social media, but that's T.I. That's fucking T.I.
What else was chill
out. Cause some stuff he don't make no sense.
He don't, and he shows his ignorance sometimes too.
But I love
him. Right. Yeah, and I still find
I know you love him.
Yeah, I love T.I.
So yeah, shout out to Meek. I'm glad that you home, but you also, like, with all of these big time people around you, you have to change your whole surroundings. The people that you used to deal with, you're gonna have to let some of them go, because you're just gonna have to change. Your whole life is gonna change, because if you ever get locked up again, they're gonna go, see, this nigga always fucking up. Yeah. You're just gonna be another.
You're gonna be left in there.
System. Yeah.
You're gonna be left in there.
Yeah, because they didn't do this for a lot of Philadelphia rappers that go to prison. No. And
a lot of Philadelphia rappers, they don't do this for a lot of people. No. Period. My heart really does ache. This whole, and I'm starting to get upset, and I don't know why, but I am. But this whole incident with Meek Mills, it does remind, not his particular incident, but I'm talking about the situation with the other black men who are in jail either for not committing crimes or for low-level crimes. I ain't talking about those black men who are in jail for committing crimes. Yeah. Killing people and robbing people. Yeah, you need to be fucking there, because you shouldn't be out here killing nobody and robbing nobody. Don't rob me and take my shit from me. How would you do that? But anyway, I'm talking about those individuals who have not committed or low-level crimes, like being in jail for marijuana. It so reminds me of that documentary 13th by Ava DuVernay. It really does, because that documentary, it pulled on my heartstrings so much, and you're like, oh my God, like this system is really
I'm getting chills thinking about this
fucked up.
Yeah, they always
Really
put you behind bars. Right.
And if you haven't watched it, make sure you go see it. I think it's still on Netflix. It's called 13. Make sure y'all check that documentary. It's
just crazy how you, as a black person, can do the same crime as a white person, and you are put away much longer. And if they even person get a slap on the wrist, if they even get a tap on the wrist, you know, people just get away with so much, and we are always put in jail, and it's been going on forever. Oh, we can't get you in slavery. Oh, but we can always put you behind bars for just any kind of thing, just because you said something, or you looked at me this way, or you. It's just crazy what our ancestors and what our people went through, and we are just ignorant to the fact of those things that they went through. Yes, let me chill, because I'm a tear. So I'm gonna chill. But Meek, you gotta change your life. And I know he will. I just don't want no dumb situations like the airport thing and on the bike. Meek, straight, just be straight. Just do
You also gotta get out of that nigga mentality.
Yes.
You gotta get out of that mentality that, oh, I still wanna be in the hood, I still wanna be doing this for the hood. Sometimes you can part ways with the hood and still support.
Come back and donate.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to always be in the hood, but he has that mentality that, oh, he got to be riding down Burke Street. He got to be riding down Broad Street to show people, oh, I made it, but I ain't forgot about. No, this is why some people don't make it too far, because they don't know how to expand.
And
they
you
don't know how
know
to
there's
branch off.
haters when you know Philly can be known. Oh, this could be a whole new topic, but I don't got time. But Philly, they like to see you win, but not too much. Because that's
why I don't understand when they say on social media, Philly support Philly.
No,
Philly
they don't.
Support. I tell people all the time, Philly don't support Philly. They support who's popular.
Yeah.
I said, I see so many people come out and support these new comedians and these new things. And I tell a lot of people, Kevin and I have been doing this for 10 years. For 10 years. We have been successful in what we do for 10 years. We have achieved so much in 10 years what some of these people have done, but yet we don't get no love from any of these people here in Philly. We get more love from outsiders than we do in the city. But you don't never hear us complain about it. You never hear us talk about it. You never hear us, call people out about it. I just sit back and I watch.
Yeah, I don't even know no other YouTuber from Philly.
But I'm not even talking about YouTubers. I'm talking about in general.
Yeah, in general,
entertainment in general. How these people are popping up on social media and they're now these big things. They get interviewed here and there and everywhere else. And I'm like, well, don't nobody call us in Philly. I mean, a few times we've been called by newspapers, but don't nobody else like Black radio call us to be, you know what I mean? And it's like, well, we've been doing this for 10 years. Like, hello, we done had almost every fucking body you can think of on our show. We don't get that recognition, but it's okay, because I'm learning that Philly don't support Philly. They just support what's popular. And I guess Kevin and I are not as popular as some of the other people, but that's all right, because in due time we will have our time. We will. And so therefore, I'm not ignorant to what's going on. I just sit back and I observe. I observe all of that. You know what I mean?
You can't get the chefs to work together.
No.
You can't get the fashion designers to work together, the rappers, the singers, like, it's just...
Yeah. But Philly supports Philly. That's a lie if I ever seen one. A lie if I ever
Remember that Milano girl, I mean, they took her down. I mean, you don't charge me $85 for a $10 shirt. Like, now come on now,
Yeah, but I tell everybody, Gucci and the rest of them all do it. Y'all don't complain about Gucci and them prices.
And guess why I don't complain about it? Because I don't spend my money on it.
Right.
I remember...
I said the same thing. I don't spend my money on it either. So therefore, I don't complain about it. If I do spend my money on it, I know what I'm getting myself into. But I don't complain about that. First of all, Judge Miliano on the People's Court says it all the time. This is America, and you can charge people whatever you want to charge them. It is up to the person that you're charging if they decide if they want to pay for it. But other than that, you can't get mad at somebody for charging somebody $85 for a $10 shirt. This is America, and they can do it. Now, if you are goofy enough to buy that $10 shirt for $85, then that's your fault, okay? Milano is a great hustler because she's mastered that craft of hustling. That's basically what that is. But why get mad at her when Gucci and Louis, they all do the same damn thing? They all do the same damn thing. You know, I don't understand it. If I decide to buy a Balenciaga pair of sneakers for $600-$700, if I decide to do that, I know what I'm getting myself into. Because at the end of the day, those Balenciagas are gonna get dirty just like these $60 Vans are. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, why do we get mad at these people for charging people what they want to charge them, but y'all the ones that's going out and spending the money on it? Don't get mad at them. This is America. You can do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can charge you what the fuck I want to charge you. Hell, if I wanted to charge you $50 per person for them Skorpion Show anniversary tickets, I could have done that. That would have been up to you if you wanted to pay that. But we didn't do that.
So, in speaking of tickets, I hope that you got your tickets. Because I want to see you on August 11th.
Yes.
I want to have a good fucking time. I'm going to have a good time. I don't care who's in there. Because that's 10 damn years, and I'm going to celebrate. So, Cardi B canceled her tour. These are the topics that ain't really getting no shine. Cardi canceled her tour due to pregnancy. Double Dare is returning to Nickelodeon for 40 episodes. They're not sure if Mark Summers is going to host, but if it comes back, I'm definitely going to watch. Well, when it comes back, I'm going to watch. But I've always wanted to be on that show.
But it's a shame because do these kids today even watch Nickelodeon?
Yes, they do. I'm going to tell you, Nickelodeon and Disney Channel pops for children. I mean, you got the little Noggin channel and all the other little kiddie channels, but Nickelodeon and Disney still pop.
Okay.
No matter what age you are. If you're a teenager, they watch Disney or Nickelodeon, if they have cable.
I just feel like these shows on these channels now are not the shows that we
They're not. They're not.
I just miss those shows.
I did like that show, iCarly. I love that show.
If they could bring back shows like
Wizards of Waverly Place or something like that.
And Doug and Rugrats. And Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah, when Doug went to Disney.
No, Who's Afraid of the Dark?
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Snick. And Goosebumps. And all that shit. You know what I mean? If they could bring, and then at night, starting at 9 o'clock, Nick at night, those old shows.
Okay. Yes.
That's nostalgia right there. I love it.
And Bewitched will come on, and I would be so mad. Because anything in black and white, a bitch like me was not watching. And especially Andy Griffith. He used to come on 6 p.m. on Lifetime, I believe, back in the day. I used to love me some Supermarket Sweep and some Shop Till You Drop, and then they would play that.
But you know, not all of the Andy Griffith series was in black and white. The earlier episodes were in black and white, and then when they started, like, I think maybe season 2, season 3, it transformed to color.
I don't remember it being in color.
That's because you didn't watch it.
And what else I hated? The Hillbillies, the Beverly Hillbillies, couldn't stand
Like I Love Lucy, that was in black and white, but they had a few specials that they filmed in color. Like they had one special Christmas special that they actually filmed in color. Yeah.
See, that's just
Beverly Hillbillies too. They started out in black and white too, but they ended in color.
Yeah, I've seen them in color. I know I've seen them in color.
I watched all that, so but Andy Griffith Show did not start out. It did not. It started in black and white, but it ended in color.
Another show I never get time of day to until I really say watch Mama's Family. I love watching that.
That's fun.
And I used to change the channel when All in the Family came on, but that is one of the best shows.
That's one of the best shows ever.
On TV.
I still watch episodes of All in the Family on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
good.
Because it's like real issues and real. Like I can really see Donald Trump talking like Archie Bunker in the house.
Well, that's how a lot of people talk, and it was just put on TV. That wasn't the kitchen table. That was real life.
Yeah. And the fact that Norman Lear took that chance and put that on television, and it worked. It worked. Not just with All in the Family, but with the Jeffersons as well. And Good Times. Like that type of conversation worked. We can't have those type of conversations now because
everybody want to fight on TV.
Right,
Yeah, everybody want to throw drinks and fight.
Yeah. There's this one episode of All in the Family where the Jeffersons move into the house across the street from them, and they're trying to find out, but he doesn't know that it's the Jeffersons moving into the house, and they're trying to find a way to get the black people. They know that they're black. They find out that they're black. Well, first he don't know that they're black. Archie doesn't know that they're black. So then when he finds out that they're black, he's trying to figure out how he can get them, off the block. It's a hilarious episode. It's a hilarious episode.
That one.
It's so funny. But I love All in the Family.
Yeah.
I just love it. Because I love seeing how ignorant he was. And how not educated he was. But then it reminds me, like you said, of so many old white people today who they're just so
and stuck in their ways. And then the children, they were trying,
right.
but anyway. But I loved. I just loved watching it, and I was watching some episode. They had what's her name? B. Arthur was on one of the episodes. That was a good episode. But I think they were upset about who voted for. It reminded me of that.
She was a liberal, and he was a Republican because he was a fan of Nixon. Yeah, Nixon was president at the time.
It kind of reminded me of that Roseanne episode. I think she stole a little bit from that one. But yeah, it was good.
Roseanne is still working. Shout out to Roseanne.
Yeah, I can't get past the acting, Michaela.
Me neither. I can't because it's not the original acting.
No, I mean it's kind of bad.
Yeah.
And then you got all of these children coming up like, what's going on?
Right. No, I agree. I'm not denying. I agree.
And then the jokes, they fall flat, but they're meant to be funny. Mm-hmm. It's like, girl, I fell asleep watching it.
Like, I feel like Roseanne is trying too hard to be the old Roseanne, but it's like the old Roseanne was so original. Mm-hmm. Like, it was just like you didn't see her as acting, you saw her as a
Roseanne.
Roseanne.
Yeah, that was
couple of there trailer park.
Say trailer trash.
I mean, what else? If they lived in a house. That probably was passed down to them from family to family.
Oh, you're trying.
Because they didn't pay for that. I mean, come on, she worked in the diner. Mm-hmm. And I think he fixed stuff.
I don't know what he fixed.
So how did they afford the house?
I don't know.
I mean, they always talking about us and how we afford houses. How did they afford the house?
Yeah, how did they? That's a big house.
And that was a big house. I mean, the furniture was real, well.
Don't do that. Janelle Monae. It was very Janelle Monae.
Janelle Monae.
Yeah. Janelle Monae did an interview with Rolling Stone magazine, or did I read it from the Rolling Stone website?
It looked like, I think that, scroll up.
Let me see.
Because I think you didn't.
Here we go, cover story. It said cover story. Yeah, Rolling Stone. So basically what everybody's talking about is Janelle Monae saying that she's not lesbian, she's not bisexual, she's pansexual. She says, being a queer black woman in America, someone who has been in a relationship with both men and women, I consider myself to be a free-ass motherfucker. But then later, what she said...
She initially identified as bisexual, she clarifies, but then later I read about pansexuality and was like, oh, these are the things that I identify with too. I'm open to learning more about who I am.
Yes. Now see, this happened, not happened to me, but about maybe 20 years ago. I was told that you should read up on sexuality. Mm-hmm. You need to be informed about it. And my 16-year-old, well, I was 16. Yeah, almost 20 years ago, because I was around 16. I was like, I don't need to read up on that. I know what the fuck I like. Mm-hmm. But, you should educate yourself when, people are coming at you and you want to be able to know what you're speaking about. And that's what I love, like, when I see, like, transsexual women or those who are thinking about transitioning, they educate themselves and they know the correct terms, like they're on point with everything. And when she said that she identifies with pansexuality doesn't care if you're male, female, gender, transsexual, transgender, they don't care about none of that stuff. They just like you, who you are for the person. And that's what she likes. You have some people that are like that. Now me, would I openly date a transgender? No. So I know what I like, but it's still important that everyone, well, especially if you're a part of the LGBT, they say QIA community, this looks like a P because it's about to be a part of the letters. You should be informed on who you are as a person and what you like.
But I feel like if that was already out there, why didn't they put it originally? See, this is my
maybe she didn't want to come out and.
No, I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about the pansexual.
Because you don't hear about it
right.
Like that.
But it's been out there. But what I feel about this is, you like who you like. Point blank, period. Mm-hmm. I have an issue, and I'm starting to have an issue with a lot of gay people stepping into this trap of having to explain themselves. Mm-hmm. And I felt like this is what this was, a trap of you having to explain who you were. We don't hear these kind of conversations with heterosexuals. You never see a heterosexual man or woman having to explain what they like. They never do that. And I feel like gay folks or folks in the LGBT LGBT community need to stop stepping into these traps of, well, this is what I am and this is what I identify as. No, you are a person. That's what you are. And whatever you like is what you like. That is your business. It's kind of like for me how it is in church, where I feel like there's a lot of churches, and Ernest said that on our show one day when he was on here. A lot of churches are just hell-bent on these titles. I'm a deacon, I'm a trust, I'm this, that, there. And remember, I was once a trustee on the trustee ministry. But then I realized I don't need to have that title as a trustee to serve God. I don't need that title as a trustee to do what it is that I need to do for God. Because at the end of the day, when I die, I don't want nobody to say, oh, well, he was a trustee here at St. Joseph. I want you to say he was a servant for God. That's what he was. He was a servant, and that's that. I don't need these titles of, oh, but he did this and he was a part of this ministry. No, I served God in the best way that I could. I think that a lot of gays are getting caught up in this trap of having to explain themselves, having to explain what they are, having to say, well, this is what I identify with. And then people are getting excited because now they're coming. Like, for instance, I think anybody with connected brain cells kind of figured that Janelle Monae liked men and women. But I didn't care, and I still don't care if she's
I
pansexual.
thought she was lesbian.
But see, that's the thing. No, I did too, but I didn't. But then there was a part of me that kind of thought, well, maybe she likes men too. But then I'm like, but it really doesn't matter to me. Like, I felt like her having to come out and say that she was pansexual. I'm thinking like, but sweetheart, like, why do you have to say that?
Let me tell you why. Because there are a lot of people who don't understand where the LGBT community comes from. Why are you gay, or how are you gay, and or you're choosing to be this, without thinking that people want to like, or people are attracted to what they are attracted to. I find a lot of people attractive. I don't always act on, like, it's beautiful women everywhere, but I don't act on them and things like that. Right. But with Janelle Monae explaining herself and doing this interview, she's going to open up more people to find out what pansexuality is, and maybe she has fans who feel the same way that she does, and they're like, but damn, I need to read up on this shit to find out, you know, what's going on with me. And that's why it's very important to have that conversation. It's not explaining like exactly who you are, but it's also just letting the world know this is the shit that I went through, or this is what I've been through. So no one should ever have to explain why they are the way they are, but if you can open up and speak on it, and be brave enough to speak up on it, you don't know who you're helping. Right. So, you know, I applaud her for doing that. Because
I applaud her too, and I think your response was a good response too, but I still feel like gays find themselves doing these type of interviews more than heterosexuals. And until
because there's no need for heterosexuals to
have that conversation. But then why is there a need for a gay person?
Because we are unique and we're different.
Yeah,
and because we are different, people are going to want to know why and how did you. But then the why and how is you explaining yourself. I shouldn't have to explain myself to you. This is what I like, and so therefore either you take it or you don't. I think the way you're thinking of explaining it, I think you're thinking from a negative standpoint.
Yeah, because it can be negative, because we already know that first and foremost, a lot of people are. They lose jobs because of their sexuality, because people automatically say, well, I don't want to be around this person. I don't. Excuse me. I think I even told you. We even had, and I don't know if I even shared this story with y'all before, but we even had a deacon at my church leave the church because my pastor appointed an openly gay deacon on the deacon board. And I felt like that was so ignorant for him to even be somebody, a follower of Christ, a man of Christ, and openly say that I'm not going to serve on a deacon board with somebody who's openly gay. And I said to myself, what difference does it make if this man is gay or not? He's serving God right alongside with you. So why does that conversation even need to be had? And my pastor even had a conversation one day when he actually said the same thing. And I'm thinking, like, why do gays always have to somehow explain themselves, or always have to somehow be this focal point when heterosexuals are not ever put out there? Like, there's no reason why somebody should say, I'm going to leave a ministry because I don't want to serve alongside somebody who's gay. That's just ignorant to me. But then I felt like the conversation of him even being gay should have never even been brought up. This is a man who's serving God, and he's serving God on his ministry. So why does anybody even need to care or know that he's gay? If he's gay, he's gay. But that's not that shouldn't be the focal point in church. The focal point in church is, what is he doing to bring more people to Christ? What is he doing to be a disciple for Christ? Not, oh, well, he sleeps with men, so therefore I don't want to serve him. That's the problem that I have. And I know, and I understand what you're saying, and you made a very good point. But I still feel like somewhere behind the scenes, there are negative things that are said about gays when they do things like this. There are negative, and Janelle coming out and saying this, she may indeed help a lot of people, but I feel like, why is it every time you turn around, it's always a big news when somebody comes out and says that they like both sex? Why is that not get?
It's not. I think now, because not all the time, because when some people come out, they be like, "Girl, we already do." Like,
right.
All right.
But that's how I felt today with this. I'm like, well, I think we already do. And then when I looked up pansexual, I'm like, well, I mean, it's very closely to bisexual.
It's close to bisexuality,
and I'm like, well, what
but
the hell?
It's not specifically, but it's close. It's just that, you know, to me, bisexual is you dating someone who identifies as male and female, and this is like you're opening up to androgyny. You're opening up to transgenders. Like you're opening up to everyone. Everyone is an equal opportunity with you. That's how it seems to me. But I'm glad that she's talking about it, because people may not have never heard of pansexual.
No, I never did.
And well, this is why it's good to explain. And it's not like she has to, but damn it, she has an album to promote. She's gonna be open and talk about what's going on. Especially if you're on the cover, I want you to open up and talk about it. And she might not even be explaining; she could be bringing more of awareness to what's going on.
Well, I'm trying to figure out why the LGBT community never explained pansexuality. How come we're just now hearing? Well, me or you just now hearing it from Janelle Monae.
I've heard of pansexuality.
I've never heard of it.
I've never
knew the
whole definition. You know, you gotta Google it.
The only thing I heard with Pan is Pan American Airlines.
But it's true.
And they went out of business back in the mid-90s.
And they say Pan is Greek for all.
Well,
so all sexes.
Well, some things you can't put everything in when you cook.
No, you can't. You shouldn't.
You shouldn't. This is not a smorgasbord.
But I'm happy for Janelle Monae. But it's like some things are so in your face. Like, do you even have to say it?
That's how I kind of felt with this one too. I'm like, girl, we got all together.
But sometimes it's a lot of.
Well, listen, she.
Let me ask you this. Now, if this one actress, if she ever comes out and says anything,
can you say it in my ear so I can know who you're talking about?
If this actress ever comes out and says, "Do you think it would be big?" or everybody like,
no. By the end of by the following hour, nobody would care.
No,
because everybody would be like, "Well, we are ready."
No,
and I kind of. Kevin, I'm just going to be honest with you. I understand what you're saying about the pansexuality, because it is a good thing. But I felt like, take pansexuality out of it. We kind of already know.
I like both sexes.
Right. And I think we kind of, because she walked around for the longest with these Hillary Clinton pantsuits on. And it's like...
Hello.
Okay. And if Hillary Clinton wasn't married to Bill, I'd probably think the same thing about her.
So it's basically...
Because she gives a little...
Don't do that. Janelle Monae, you make incredible music.
Yes, she does.
I like your videos.
Yes, she does.
You know?
Yes, she does.
Yeah, sometimes you're bringing awareness instead of more explaining. So shout out to Janelle for doing that.
Well,
and she says she's a free ass motherfucker.
Right.
So,
well, she could have left it at that too.
But we already knew.
But we already knew that. Right. Hello.
But I'm saying, but when this actress comes, if she does ever, and y'all know what I'm talking about, but if she ever does it,
and we had a conversation.
Yes.
And I was on that side of, why does she ever need to come out? And I still feel that way.
She should.
I still feel that way about gays in general, especially in the entertainment business. You come out because you want to come out, not because. And I'm not saying that this is what she's doing, but you come out because you want to come out, not because you're trying to sell an album or you're trying to promote a book or you're trying to promote a TV show. But you genuinely come out because you say, you know what, I want to help somebody. I feel like the minute you come out because you are trying, because first and foremost, and there's no shade towards Janelle Monae. None at all, and I don't want her or her fans to take this any kind of way. But Janelle Monae has been doing this
music thing
for a long time.
8 years.
What's taking her so long to finally tell us, I like men and women? Like, if that's what you like, that's what you like.
Maybe she has more creative expression on her new album.
Exactly. So that's the problem that I have. you're only telling us this because you're about to promote something or you're trying to promote something. See, the thing is, I feel
that's what everybody do.
Well, yeah, but see, and that's the whole thing with Kanye West. Sometimes less is more. And I feel like people like me, I give a lot of things and a lot of people a side eye because I feel like, what are your true intentions or why you're doing what you're doing? Like Kanye West. I agree with you 100%. Kanye West is a brilliant man. But Kanye West knows what he's doing with this whole Donald Trump stuff. Because he's trying to promote this album. And I guarantee you, once this album comes out and the sales come out, we're never going to hear him talking about Donald Trump again. We're just not. Because he's going to have accomplished his mission of, I did what I need to do to sell this album. And I feel the same way with her.
But you know, this is not the first time he talks about Donald Trump. Remember, he talked about Donald Trump on that tour when everyone said he was
but then
crazy.
he stopped. And
he
we
said,
didn't hear no
I
more
ain't
from
vote for
him.
Hillary, but I would have voted for Trump.
Right, but we didn't hear no more from him
because
about
he
it.
was in a hospital.
Yeah, but he hasn't been in the hospital for a year.
No, but you know, now he's tweeting because he got to promote.
Right, that's what I'm. But that's the point that I'm making. Like he's
But
only doing
people,
this.
you know what? But people won't forget
Because
what
Donald
he
Trump has
did.
been president for a year now.
Yeah.
So
Ooh, girl.
what have you been doing? Yeah, the next 3 years needs to hurry up. It really does.
He's getting out of there soon.
Stop saying that because you
Mueller,
keep saying that. And
they're on to his lawyer. They're on to Michael Cohen.
I think I just saw a raccoon fly across your the next roof.
Yeah, over there.
Yeah.
They don't come up on this roof. I've
I
never
hope
seen
not.
it up here. Because
And
they
they
come
go
in this room.
and you come.
Why are we recording, bitch? That's gonna make us a lot of money because that's gonna be a reaction video. Bitch, a raccoon. And what if the raccoon just come in and sit on the fucking table?
Well, not while I'm in here. Because
we're
I'm
gonna
gonna
leave
the other steps.
and I might have time to stop.
Stop. I'm not hearing or seeing stop in any form or fashion until I get to that silver car outside. Stop.
And you heard, I wonder what happened to the baby because you know the raccoon attacked the baby.
Yeah. Well, that lady, she's going
to.
to own that building.
Yeah.
Because remember, that was not even supposed to be a building that he was supposed to be renting
so many
out.
illegal spots in North Philly now. Like these 3 people died down the street.
Yeah.
Like they didn't find them like 3 days later. Like
what
how
about
you
the squatting though? This squatting, and I had to explain to my coworker. We had to explain to her what squatting was because she didn't even know that people do that.
Yes.
And the fact that they do it and they get away with it.
Because there ain't nobody else living there, and then if you made this your home,
these guys were fixing up this house to sell, and these squatters got in there, and these guys tried to get them out and couldn't even get them out.
Yeah.
What kind of shit is that? And then these squatters ride around looking for empty houses that they can squat in.
Yeah. And some people do it like if they move into your home, after 30 days they are resident there.
Right.
You can't even put them out. You got to go to the court.
They need to change that, and that takes even longer.
Yes.
You don't talk about just that day. That takes it. Yeah, I know. Hello.
Yeah, because I remember we was
the whole Jesus and me. Listen, I'm telling you right now. Okay, listen. Fuck that. But anyway. These people, Kevin, and then one girl that was on the news that they did investigative, she was out in Miami partying for squatting in somebody's fucking house.
In Miami.
No, she was partying in Miami and was recording it.
But who was? Wait.
But she was squatting. She was illegally staying in somebody's house, but she was squatting. But she was trying to make it seem like she didn't really had nowhere to go. But yet they found, because Fox News is on it, and they found social media, and she was all in Miami in the pool having a record. I said, oh my.
Y'all gotta find these videos from Fox 2 in Detroit, where this white man, I don't remember his name, but he used to have a show called The Americans or something like that, and he would find people squatting in people's homes in Detroit. I need y'all to Google it, because I'm going to find one right now.
And when we say squatting, we don't mean literally squatting like I do at work when I got to take a poop.
Oh, no.
I mean, because I'm not
do that at work?
I'm not sitting in nobody's toilet.
I'm just saying, bitch, I don't do that at work, period.
Well, Kevin, if I have to poop, I'm not going to hold it for 8 hours.
I know. I'm getting, as old as I get, I'm starting to learn that sometimes you just
have to go. Yeah. But I'm not sitting on nobody's toilet, and I don't even trust toilet seat covers because they too thin. I'm not sitting on that. I'm squatting.
Here they go, right here.
Dave Bing. Well, she wanna.
Now this happened on Detroit's west side, and police are calling this a home invasion. But some people are seeing it a little differently. The victim did not want to talk on camera, but a few family members of the suspects did. Last night, the lady of this house came home to one hell of a surprise. A heck of a part.
Wait.
Last night, the lady of this house came home to one hell of a surprise. There was one heck of a party in her pad. got the invite. 3 men had helped themselves to all of her gin and her Seagram's Happy Juice. And these cats went crazy. They cooked up all her food, crab legs, shrimp. They even had a bird in the oven. Can you believe it? And while they were fixing their feast, they were high as a kite on the chronic. Bold, huh? She screamed. Nate ran out the house. Then the lady called the law. According to the police report, the victim says her house was a hot mess. A bunch of her stuff was stolen, including some very sentimental things. And the dudes dining at her dining room table were fellas with familiar faces. She told detectives 2 of them live right next door. That's worse than a nosy neighbor. Your brothers are in there. Yeah, one of them. But Sis here says it's not his fault. He was just a guest. Somebody was squatting in that house. The guy that was in there, he was squatting already, so he was inviting people over as if he was living there.
If you're a homeowner, renting a property or whatever, you don't leave your home abandoned for 3-4 months.
Well, the woman tells Fox 2 she was there last Tuesday, and everything was intact.
This is Detroit, Michigan. This is the hungry capital of the world. And we will come in there and squat in your house if you're not home.
Wait, what? I mean, if you squat in the house and somebody invite you over to smoke some weed, you gonna go be right next door. I don't know what you think about all this right now, but these people believe she's to blame. And she should have known better.
Push pause. See, you know what? Woo! See, this is the nigga shit that I'm talking about. See, when you got niggas that will get on camera and show their face and show the world how ignorant they are by saying, well, she shouldn't have left her house empty for 4 months. That is her house. Yeah. If I left my car on my block for 3 fucking months, that does not mean that you take it upon yourself to break into it and then start driving it. And then she had the audacity to say, well, I mean, my brother wasn't squatting, those guys was, but I mean, they invited him over to smoke weed, so he went over there. That means that if somebody invites your brother to jump off a fucking bridge, he's going to do it. Because he's about as dumb as they come, and you might join him because you about as dumb as they come too. Please push play so I can see what the rest of these niggas gotta say.
She's like, hold up, let me let you hear what Sis said.
But these people believe she's to blame, and she should have known better. That's whoever. Now, but these people believe she's to invite you over to smoke some weed. You gonna go be right next door. I don't know what you think about all this right now, but these people believe she's to blame. Wait, tact.
Here we go. Detroit, Michigan. This is the hungry capital of the world. And we will come in there and squat in your house if you're not home.
It was like a chill spot. Wait, what? I mean, if you squat in the house and somebody invite you over to smoke some weed, you gonna go be right next door.
She looks like she ain't got it all.
This right now, but these people believe she's to blame, and she should have known better than to ever leave her house alone for too long.
Stay on your property for your cop to come up missing.
Now that gentleman says he would never ever do anything like that, but other people do. 2 guys were arrested last night, but the other guy, he ran before the police got there. You know, the saddest thing about all this is you should be able to leave your house as long as you want to.
Yes.
And everybody should just leave it alone.
Right.
By the way, that lady is looking for another place to live. I'm Andrea Isom.
And then it's so sad, and I hate to say this, but it has to be said. It has to be said. And then they wonder why people don't want to live around them. They wonder why people move from certain areas because nobody wants to be around y'all because y'all show how ignorant y'all are.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And the minute you say you don't want to live around, oh, y'all think y'all better. No, because y'all act like niggas. Who does that? And then who gets on camera and promotes that they do it?
Yeah, I mean, it's white squatters too. I want you.
It ain't nothing about, it's not about being white squatters. But I'm saying, a lot of these motherfuckers are in, like for instance, y'all got a lot of squatters down here. That shit is ridiculous. I would not want to live somewhere where you feel like, oh, I can just squat in your house because you're not there no more. What kind of shit is that to say or do? Like, that is ignorant. That is so ignorant. And then those 2 on camera that she was talking to, they are not educated at all. They can't be. Sis is not educated. He doesn't look educated. I mean,
I wish we had that reporter in Philly because she know how to tell a story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish she was in Philly. She said they had ham hocks. Wait.
And while they were fixing their feast, cats went crazy. They cooked up all her food, crab leg, shrimp. They even had a...
And if she had food in there, then obviously she was coming back. Yeah, I don't understand. Wait.
Who cooked it?
I'm getting mad.
Who had sense enough to cook it though and cook it right?
Well, I mean, men do know how to cook, Kevin.
If you're taught the right way to cook, you know. But yeah, we gonna go.
I mean, that's just blatantly being a nigga. You know, it's no other way to put it. Just ignorant. And the fact that they think that that's okay, and the fact that they would get on camera and talk like
And laugh about it.
and
like
laugh about it, and basically say,
shit.
well, I mean, she shouldn't have left her house.
Yeah.
Her house. And she made a bill for it. And obviously bills were still getting paid because it was gas in there for them to cook.
And electric.
And electricity.
I don't know where she went.
So the bill, it doesn't matter where the fuck she went.
I know.
That was still her
Tell me
house.
about it.
Okay? She could have went up the street for about 2 damn months. It's none of my damn business. That's that lady's house.
3-4 months, but she only left.
Can you imagine if y'all all left this house, and there's a lot of y'all in here, if y'all all left this house and came back and there was
Somebody else, man, you know that when you first. First of all, there's always someone else. But just in case,
it's always somebody. Always in here.
But
and
if you think you want to just come up in here, you won't have to. Baby, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Jesus.
Can you imagine?
One day I came here. I don't know if I ever told you this, but one day I came here. In the 10 years that I've been coming to your house, I came here one time in 10 years, and there was not a soul in this house from the upstairs to the basement. And I walked through this whole house and yelled, and there was nobody in here. And the only reason why there was nobody in here, because I think it was either Richard or Darren at that time. They had walked down the street to this green store. And when I pulled up, I didn't know they had walked in. So I'm in this house. You weren't here. Your mom wasn't here. There was nobody in here. And I said, oh my God, there's nobody in this house. And then when I left out the front door, they were coming up the street. I think it may have been Richard. And he was coming up the street. And I was like, oh my God, this is the first time that I've ever come here and there was nobody in this house. Because it's like you said, there's always somebody in this house.
Yeah, always. So many people not to have somebody not in here.
Yeah.
For everybody to be going at one time, something's going on.
Something's going on. And I felt like something's going on. And I got a little scared. Because I'm like, wait, there's nobody in here? Something's not right. Did somebody die? Did I miss something?
And that's the last time I remember it being empty was for Jeremiah's funeral. Like,
yeah.
And not even wasn't even empty. Because Art's mom was watching the house. That's how you know. You know, I don't play no games with that. But you know, I just want to say that I'm going to have me a good weekend, y'all. I hope to see our Philly Black Gay Pride. Nene Leaks is coming to town. And Cynthia, not Cynthia, her head, see, I told y'all her head is right in my face. Portia is coming. Portia is going to be on Delaware Avenue. Nene's going to be at City Hall. You got the Fern party popping off. You got Simply Christopher parties popping off. Everyone's having a party. So there's something to do from Friday to Sunday night. Now, I don't know if I'm going to make it the whole weekend. But I know one thing. Y'all come to my city, we're going to have a good time. I'm going to have a good time. Look out for my Instagram because, you know, I'm going to be live. I'm going to try to do a little Instagram story or whatever. What you going to be doing this weekend?
I have a busy weekend. It does not entail downtown. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, because I mean the gays will be downtown.
It does not entail downtown, and I thank God for that. It doesn't, but I do. I thank God for that. But it's a busy weekend for me, and I'm going to have a really good weekend. I'm going to be the MC of this luncheon, and I'm so excited because I just finished my speech/remarks today, and it's really nice.
You wrote it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm proud of myself. I was honored that I was asked to do it. So I was like, oh, that's so nice. But yeah, I have a busy weekend. And have fun.
Oh, I am.
He got a hotel room.
Oh, my God. It's not what y'all think.
No, I'm just saying, no, I'm saying so he may have a hotel party.
I doubt it.
Why?
Because
you can have something before y'all go out to a party.
Because I'm going to be at my other friend hotel. I don't know. The reason why I got the hotel is because I noticed for the past couple of prides, like since they started doing day parties, and I'll be out till like 8 o'clock. Once I go home and go to sleep, I don't go back out.
You don't go back out, right?
So
Because you be tired.
Yeah, I be tired. I'm like, bitch, I can take a nap at the hotel, get washed, get dressed, and go right back out because everything is that. You heard it? Everything is downtown. So
No, I didn't.
Yeah, so yeah, that's my plan, and everything is right there. You got the City Hall party, and if I want to go to Delaware Avenue, which
Well,
I am,
where's the City Hall party gonna be?
right at City Hall in Dilworth
Plaza. Oh wow.
Yes, bitch, you know they.
Like how they do the silent parties.
Yes,
They
it's
do
gonna be
that.
right there. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's where Nini's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
So is it gonna be like a tent or is it gonna be gated off?
I've never been to the City Hall because
Me
I was
neither.
at Delaware Avenue the last time. So yeah,
That's
the last
pretty
time I
cool.
went, New York was here in town. So it's always like it's going to be a great
Excuse me.
time, and I hope that not to see us acting like they were in DC,
Acting like them.
you know, throwing
Them.
fights and stuff, you know, squatting in hotel rooms.
Okay. Well, they good for that. Hello.
Yeah. So my friends from Atlanta's coming up. Oh, it's going to be a good time. I can't wait to see everybody. I just had to find a fucking barber to get me together because I just talked to my barber and I couldn't get it right. Anyway, we're rambling.
You find one.
Yeah, I don't. It's gonna be tough. Who's your barber?
His name is Rick.
I just need my beard done. I don't know, cause I'm a shave.
I know some people are like, you go to a barber. Yeah, I do.
Yes.
All right. I guess I'll go.
Now what show is this?
I can't remember that show. But yeah, let's go because I have to pick.
Yeah, go pick. See
Okay.
y'all next week.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a good time. But see y'all
Yeah, we'll see y'all when.
Monday, April 30th. Right, remember when we got?
Yes, that was my one.